have amongst us someone who has redefined the meaning of what success at a young age looks like. We have amongst us the founder and the CEO of OYO, Mr. Ritesh Agarwal. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me here.
So I would start with the very basic question. They say that the first thought is the idea. The most important thing is the idea. A lot of young minds look up to you. So how did the idea of starting or the creating the foundation of OYO come to your mind? And it's been many years. So how has your vision evolved ever since?
I was telling this earlier to Mr. Jain, Chancellor of the university, that holiday and travel historically in our country used to be one pilgrimage. So for me, my parents took me to not this version, the previous version of the Mahakumbh Mela, and I stayed with relatives. It is never fun. They don't like to host you, you don't like to stay with them, but that's the compromise you live with eventually, isn't it? So I thought someday, I hope I can create something which can let people be independent. OYO stood for being on your own, to be able to flip up an app and be able to travel anywhere without having to depend on your relatives. So that's how it started. It has, of course, evolved now by becoming a global business with large number of locations in the United States, in Europe, and Southeast Asia, Middle East. But it started with a very innocent perspective of saying, instead of staying with relatives, can you build your independent place to stay in?
Along with this, you're also a very important founder, and you're also somebody who started investing in a lot of startups. Is there one particular thing that you look for when you look at a founder who you might think you would want to invest in?
Look, the reason I invest is more than anything, it's because somebody invested in me when I was starting up, and it changed my life. Not just my life, I'd say changed lives of many people in and around me. And I feel like our country will see crores of other entrepreneurs such as these who will do exceptionally well. I just look at, frankly, one thing. I look at entrepreneurs because if you think about it, most entrepreneurs are actually not the best engineers, financiers, scientists, and so on. They're people who just don't give up. So I look for grit to say that no matter what happens, will you not give up? Because if you don't give up, there is always light at the end of the tunnel, isn't it?
I was going to ask you what piece of advice you have for the young minds, but you have already given a lot of wisdom. But still, are there 3 points that you have for the young minds watching you today with us?
I'll only say, and I mentioned this at my convocation earlier, it's easy to feel bothered by looking at your friends and their social media thinking that you aren't doing all right. Please know that their lives have as many problems as your life, as do I or anyone else. So each of us have problems, deal with it. And if you do that, you have a great future ahead of you. Thank you.
To wrap this segment up, I just have a small game for you. You just have to give us one-word answers for this. My first question is, what's a red flag in a pitch that founders often miss out on? Just one word.
Giving out 3 different numbers for the same thing in the same pitch.
What's the best part of being a founder?
The journey of being a founder.
The hardest part of being a founder?
The journey of being the founder.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.